my mother, they were tango dancers. So I grew up between shoes and tango because my father, he was a shoemaker too. So my first experience that I remember, it's the sound of the hammer when my father, he was making the shoes, and he had a small radio where he listened tango programs. So the picture that I have in my mind is to be in a small box, sleeping in a small box, and listening tangos, and between tangos and the sound of the hammer, the shoes. That's the first memory that I remember about the tango. Then, when I grew up, I saw my father and my mother dancing tango on the streets. They dance for money, and my job, it was to collect the money in a hat. So they were dancing on the streets, and I was collecting the money. That was my exposition to tango. But at that time, I was maybe 5-6 years old. My mother, she didn't want me to be a tango dancer because that means puberty and nightlife, and they didn't make money with that, just few bucks. But we have to survive with that. So my mother, she wanted me to be a professional, never dancer. But it happened that one day they were doing a show in a cabaret, and spontaneously I tried to separate them, and I wanted to dance with my mother. My mother, she got in panic because she was hoping that I don't get the talent for dancing. But at that moment she found, oh my gosh, he wants to be a dancer. So that was the last show that my mother, she did. Immediately she stopped and she said, I don't want my son to be involved anymore in this kind of life. She was hoping that maybe no, but so she stopped, and they stopped. My father also stopped dancing, and it's when he started learning how to make shoes. But it was too late. It was already in my gene. So then, when I was 12, 13 years old, I wanted to go to the tango cabarets. But those years, it was prostíbulos, was bad places for dance tango in Colombia. So I remember that I tried to wear one of my father's jacket, and I paint a mustache, tried to look a little bit older, and I wore a hat. And I tried to go to that cabaret, but they had a policeman at the door. So they found that I was not older enough. So the policeman stopped me. So I tried to find a different way, and I became a friend of the policeman. I gave money to him, cigarettes. So he allowed me to go to the cabaret to dance milonga, only one milonga, and then go out. So what I did between 12 years old and 17 for 5 years, I went to that particular cabaret from 8 to 10, 2 hours. I was outside talking with the policeman. When he heard the milonga, he let me go in, dance the milonga, and go out. And that's what I did. This is the way I learned milonga. It's for that milonga is more in my gene than tango. I danced milonga for so many years. My first tango is when I was 18 years old, because before I danced only milonga. Then I studied a career to become a maestro, a teacher, school teacher. Then one day I saw a flyer announcing National Tango Championship. I joined that and I won that championship. By the time I was a school teacher. So the winner got the opportunity to tour around the country, and in one of the tours, I met a girl, person that she lives here in USA, in Miami, and she owns a tango cabaret. And she said to me, could you be interested to go to USA and dance in my cabaret? I say, yeah, why not? But I say yes, but well, my surprise that 6 months later, I received an email, a flight ticket, and she found a way to get my visa, and I came to USA. That was more than 30 years ago. I came here and I stay here, and that's in general what happened. The most important part for me is to understand the music. Music is more important than even the steps. Yes, we need steps in order to do tango, but they are secondary. If you understand the music, you can enjoy more because you can interiorize the music, and you can interpret it. Doing just only few movements, that will be okay. But the people that they focus the tango just only for the steps, and there is not connection with the music, for me, they are not doing tango. So especially social tango is more about music interpretation, that you transmit, you feel the music, you interiorize the music, and that you transmit that to your partner with a few steps. That's the secret, and many people, they don't understand that is not about the steps. Yes, we have tango show. That is another thing. Tango show, it's more visual, it's more spectacularity of the steps and combination with music, of course, but it's a show. It's two different things. But in general, people, they wanted to dance, so dance social. In order to do social, first music, second physical connection, third steps. That's it. Yes, that all my teaching, it's about music and understand. And I am a school teacher, so I try to develop a system that for people be clear, and because I study methodology, how to teach, so I try to develop how to explain to the people music interpretation in a simple way. And seems like people understand my explanation, special that my specialty is milonga, so I have more knowledge about milonga, but in a way it's the same thing. So I use the milonga to teach tango because this is my expertise. So when I got the student first time, I don't teach directly tango. I teach directly milonga. I go through milonga. Milonga is more easy for the person to understand, and then later I teach tango to the person. So that's in the way when I have regular students. I do vice versa, that the other people, that the other instructor, they teach first tango. For me, it's more easy through the milonga. Absolutely. It's like a wine. When you get older, you get more wise. And of course, each time you teach, it's a new experience. You experiment things that sometimes work, sometimes doesn't work. And also, by the years, we found, in my case, what is the best material for the people. I don't teach material that the people, they cannot apply. For me, it doesn't make sense to teach hooks, jump, and very complicated figures, when in general you go to the milonga, you don't do that. You go to the simple movement. So why to waste the time and the money of the student when they need something that they can apply immediately to the floor? So for me, it doesn't make sense to teach complicated figures to impress and to make the life complicated to the student when you go to the social dance and you don't do that. And if the student try to do that, it looks like out of the place, the student feel like it's too difficult when it's not. So the instructor, we need to develop a system to teach the right material for the student, not the right material that we think for us as a professional dancer. If I teach another professional dancer material for a show, that's different, it's for a show. But if I teach a regular student, I teach embrace, to understand the music, to feel Europe. There are many things that the student they can apply more than giving complicated steps that 5 minutes later or at the end of the class or next day that they don't remember. So in other words, I make a mistake years ago teaching material that they are wrong material, but little by little I found what is the best for the student, and today I know exactly what is the best for a student they can apply immediately. So, wow. Thanks to tango, in this incarnation, my life I enjoy my life right now because through the tango, I got a beautiful girl. I am 60 years old. My wife, she's 35 years old and she's a beautiful girl. If it's not because of the tango, I don't think that she will pay attention to me. So through the tango, I got that girl in my life. Second, through the tango, I have my business, my shoe business. That I think I am one of the few people that I go to a milonga, I enjoy the milonga, and I make money. Most people, they go to a milonga, they have to pay for the milonga, they have to pay for everything. For the contrary, people pay me to go to the milonga. So I make money with that. Third, I am the head of my family, so through the shoe business, my family survive. Because in my factory, I have brothers or sisters and also family members of my wife that they work in the factory, they make the shoes. So this is a family business. And also as a tango dancer, thanks to the opportunity that I had to come here to USA, I had the opportunity to survive as a dancer. That in my country, for my father's experience, there is not money in the tango. But here, I make money not only with the shoes, teaching tango, doing shows, teaching classes, selling shoes. So to be honest with you, in a weekend like this, I can make $10,000, $15,000 between classes, shoes, shows. I make a good money. So I love tango. I have a reason to love tango. My favorite tango, wow. There are too many.
Favorite orchestra?
Wow, I love Di Sarli, I love Donato, and especially the milongas. All milongas is my favorite. D'Arienzo. The orchestra that they are more rhythmical because I am a rhythmical person. My wife is the opposite. She's more romantic part. I am more rhythmical. So for me, all orchestra that more rhythmical, I like it. I like it. Yeah. I love it. Clay, he's a genius in this. This guy, I was telling my wife yesterday, the tango history in USA have to give to Clay special place in the tango history because this guy, first, my personal, he was the first person to give me the opportunity to teach and to perform in festivals. I have to confess something, and I don't want to other people take personal, but unfortunately, Argentinians, they didn't give me too much opportunity. I am Colombian. And in some festival, when they organized by Argentinians, they hired Argentinians. I understand. It's normal, it's logic. So I don't blame them. But Clay is American. And they give opportunity to everybody. It doesn't matter what nationality. Colombians, Argentinians, Cuban, he doesn't care. As long you are a good dancer. And that was perfect. Special for people like we are not Argentinians. He gave me the opportunity. And always I'm going to be grateful with Clay because he gave me the opportunity to be what I'm now. He gave me that. Second, in the way he organized the festival, especially this one, is unique, it's different. No wonder it's so successful. And the idea about the different kind of milongas, this area, it's amazing how he can put so many people in the middle of nowhere. And because the concept that he has, people, they like it. So I hope that the festival will continue, and I will come back next year, for sure. So. Oh, the dance hall is beautiful because this is very old place. The floor, wow, it's very old floor. It's beautiful place. I love it. I think it's one of the successful part of this festival is the location, the city, the town, plus the floor. That's fantastic, terrific. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity to express my experience with the tango, and I hope that the tango continue alive at least for the next 50 years, because I think tango, it changed the life of many people. I was telling my wife that how people that they are retired, people that they already have money, and instead to be at home doing nothing, if you have tango, you have the excuse to dress up, meet friends, and dance. And tango gives the opportunity to many people in that way. And also that what I like about the tango, it doesn't matter what profession you have. You can be very poor, very rich, it doesn't matter who you are, as long you dance tango. That's what it counts. And that's what I like a lot about this, maybe another dance will be the same, but especially in tango, I noticed that you can meet a lot of people, and they can be very famous people, or professional pilots, ambassadors, doctors, and you don't care. Just go and dance with them. That's what it counts. So that's one part that made me very happy to be a tango dancer. Yeah, so. Absolutely, tango changed. Everything has evolution, so we have to accept that. I am a traditional tanguero, and I consider my job is to keep the roots of the tango. Somebody have to do it, and in this case, I'm doing tango for 40 years, so my teaching and my dancing, it's like it was many years before. But that doesn't mean that my way is the only way, no. Tango has an evolution, and I respect that. And today we have Tango Nuevo, we have alternative tango, we have people use different kind of music to dance tango. That's okay, as long they are happy doing that. That's what it counts. Because what I get to dance something that I don't feel, that I don't like it. See, the purpose of this is to enjoy, to have happiness, to have happiness in general. So if you love to do tango nuevo, let's do a tango nuevo. Enjoy. But remember that this is a social dance. So whatever you do it, have to be, you do it movement that doesn't bother another people. Do whatever you want in a space that you don't interfere with another people. That's what it counts. That's it. So in one dance floor, you can do whatever you want, but respect the rules of the dance. Because some people, even doing traditional, they do kicks, boleos, hooks, and they don't care about the other people. So no, that is not good. And one thing very important, do whatever you want, but care about the music. I see dancers that they do tango nuevo. They do so beautiful, so musical. That is a pleasure to see them because the movement that they do it makes sense with the music. That I like it. In general, the social dance, especially if it's a traditional milonga, let's do it traditional way. Because there are milongas for alternative. That is one of the things that I had this festival. Alternative milongas, traditional milongas, so you know the options that you have. And that's okay. But people that in a traditional milonga, they do tango nuevo, it's like, no, it's not the right way. So do in the right way. Simple.